What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the 6th episode of From the Lions Cove podcast. I'm your host, Marcelo, and today I'm joined by a special guest, Cam Smith.
What's good, everybody? What's up with y'all, man?
Cam,
let's get right to it.
Pleasure to have you.
Of course, appreciate it.
So, Cam's one of my good friends. I've known him since middle school. Been a longtime friend of mine, and I'm so excited to have him on the podcast. He has a great background with football and basketball, and Cam's done a ton of sports throughout his time, and for as long as I've known him. So he's got some great stories, and yeah, man, I'm excited to get into these questions.
Let's get to it.
But for a proper introduction to my man Cam, we got some info right here. So Cam was 3 years with varsity. He was a 1-year varsity starter at Mayfield High School. Jersey number 1, too, the best number. Some awards. He was second team All-District. He was Player of the Week a few times, and they were conference champs as well. So some stats from Cam's 2020 season at Mayfield High School. Played 7 games, assisted in 12 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 4 recovered fumbles, 4 sacks, and then he had 35.5 solo tackles and 8 tackles for a loss, so pretty impressive. Not to mention, Cam also did track. He went to some camps. He went to a Heidelberg football skills camp, and also he did some training with the former walk-on at Kent State. So yeah, that's pretty much a little rundown of Cam's high school career and a little bit of his background. Played at Gannon and Hocking College. So yeah, the first question is, when did you first realize that football was something you wanted to pursue seriously? Was there a moment or experience that really sparked that for you?
For me personally, I remember around like 6th, 7th grade, I told my dad trying to sign up for the team, and he wasn't really against it at all. So kind of went out there, gave it my best first year. Was kind of new to it all, and then an experience for me. I just had an athletic background. Like my grandfather and my uncle both were collegiate athletes, so I always wanted to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah. So you didn't play football in elementary school, right?
No,
so middle school was your first time actually playing.
Yeah, I was just hooping prior to football.
Wow. So talk about that first year playing football. Was it kind of just new? You were learning all the new plays and.
Yeah, I went out as a receiver to start.
Okay.
So I was just getting used to route running, getting off the line, catching the football, obviously.
Yeah.
And then just being coachable as well.
Wow. And then obviously you played 8th grade through 12th grade, right? So being a multi-sport athlete, you did track, you did football, you did basketball. How did that help improve your performance on the football field?
For shot put, I kind of learned technique from my grandpa, because he went to college for shot put at Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
And eventually taught me how to get my form right and all that.
Okay, cool. And then you also played basketball too. How did basketball kind of relate to football?
Mostly just being competitive with everyone around you, even if they're on the same side, same team.
Okay, awesome. And then so did you do track in middle school too?
Yeah, I did do track in middle school. I started shot put in 8th grade. Yeah.
Really? So then you did that all the way until senior year of high school, or junior year?
No, I didn't do track freshman year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But sophomore, junior year?
Yeah, sophomore and junior year, and then senior year, I was just focusing on football.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Cool. So as earlier, I did mention that you attended the Heidelberg football skills camp back in 2019 when you were a junior.
Yeah.
How did that experience help impact your game, and how did it change your approach to football?
When I went out to the camp, I got to compete with kids from around the state, so I got to see the threshold of talent, as you would say.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm pretty big for a receiver.
Yeah.
Everybody else is 5'10" and 6 foot, so
wow.
I kind of stood out. So then, I kind of wasn't really there for offense. I wanted to get recruited as a defensive player.
Yeah.
So I did some of the drills. I can't really remember all the details, but I had a good time.
Yeah. So during that camp, were you there for a whole weekend, or was that just kind of like a 1 day camp?
Yeah, it was a 1 day camp.
Wow. So what, you like drove there, did like the like workout, and then kind of you just like went back home?
Yeah, we did the workout, and then I got to talk to the coach, and then take some pictures with the helmet and jersey.
Oh yeah, kind of like the like media day stuff.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow. All right. So even though you were on varsity for 3 years, you didn't really start until your senior year, right?
Yeah.
So what was the biggest lesson that you learned from being like a non-starter, and how did that prepare you when you actually became a starter?
I said the biggest lesson is like always like be ready for the opportunity, never take it for granted.
Yeah.
Because I got to sit behind like some pretty good players.
Yeah.
For the first 2 years, and then I got like an opportunity on special teams to make an impact during the undefeated season.
Really?
Yeah, and then I got like some like garbage time in the fourth quarter at linebacker.
Hey, garbage time helps though. Garbage time minutes are like key.
Yeah, it definitely helped my development.
Yeah, and then was that during like your junior season?
Yeah, junior year.
Wow, awesome. And then so like you mentioned like you played like behind some like great players. Like did they teach you like any like lessons or kind of like techniques like to like help you like in your career?
Yeah, I would say so. Um, I'd say like most importantly, it was just like carrying yourself on the field. Like you should always be like focused, because the goal is to win, right? Nobody wants to be out there and lose a bunch of games. Like
Yeah.
we're all trying to get scholarships, trying to play at the next level. So
Right.
you
And
know,
I've asked every interviewee, what's like your like pregame routine? Like did you have like a like set or like
yeah, the routine. You know how I get to it. So,
what
so senior, like I don't really have a routine until like senior year,
really?
personally. But like before that, we would just go get like food, me and Mango.
Yeah.
But then like senior year, because of COVID, we'd be at home, so I just DoorDash some food, turn up in the crib, a little bit of music, and then be to the field.
So, so like who are like your like go to? Yeah, that is definitely gonna be a blooper.
All right.
All right. So like who are like your like go to like artists?
It's like Playboy Cardi,
One.
yeah, Kanye,
Dang.
Lil Uzi.
So like Playboy Cardi is like your favorite.
I meant to say Travis too. Yeah,
Oh really?
both of them tied in
Wow.
top one.
So like before you go out onto like the field, like take off like your headphones. Is there one song that you play like specifically, or is it kind of just whatever song and like you're hype or motivated to, then you just leave it at that?
For senior year specifically, it was just like Dreams and Nightmares. We'd all get locked in for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. But like you didn't have any songs like personally.
I had a couple, but I wasn't really like locked in on one. We
Yeah.
would go Dreams and Nightmares. Feel me?
Yeah, and then you just go right onto the field.
Yeah.
Dang. The one thing that I'll never forget, Cam, your senior year, you had a crazy hit. Like I remember I was in the stands, obviously. I was the only one out of our friend group that really played basketball. So I was like the only one in the stands, like watching like all of like, my best friends play. And I'll never forget in the playoff game, Cam had this crazy hit. Like it was off I think it was like a
Kickoff.
yeah, kickoff. Cam like nailed this dude. The dude fumbled, and I think you guys recovered it and scored a touchdown off of it, right? Or like something.
We recovered. We ain't scored though.
Yeah, but no, it was one of the loudest hits I think I've ever heard in my life. I was like, yeah, that's insane. And obviously, just like knowing Cam, I know how hard he hits, but that was insane. Like out of all the games I've been to, I've never heard a hit like that in my life.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, the stadium was pretty empty though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it was during COVID though.
But yes. Yeah.
But like still though, like I was like, wow, it's crazy. But so obviously Cam played out on the defensive side of the ball throughout his high school career, and then eventually committed to Gannon to play linebacker, defensive end, kind of. And yeah, so what was that process like for you?
The process, that was my only visit. Gannon was, so I went down there in I think like December or January.
Yeah.
Got to meet the coaches and stuff. Took some pics and stuff.
Wow. So like, did you have any other schools that were like like interested in you, like any like, like D1, D2, D3?
I didn't have anything higher than D2.
Okay.
So I had like John Carroll, Ashland, Heidelberg.
All right.
And I think, that was like my top three.
Wow. And then obviously our senior year was during COVID. Did you have any like virtual visits or like online visits?
No, I didn't get any of those.
Wow, wow. So then, how did your experience at Gannon compare to what you expected coming out of high school? Like how was like the college ball and the high school ball? How did that kind of like differ?
I definitely say like the speed of the game is a huge jump.
Really?
Yeah, and then just like the workload on your body as well. Like we had 2 days like in high school, but it was pretty much like the entire day. It was filled up with football.
Wow. So then, like when you first got to Gannon, like like what did like your day kind of like consist of like with like those like 2 days? Like
Yeah,
was it
so
just like 7 to 7?
nah, so the move in after the move in, we got like a whole day to move in our stuff, and then the next day we had I think it was like we got our helmets and then like jerseys and stuff, and then we would do like a practice in the morning, and then we'd be done at like 9 o'clock. Eat breakfast, chill out for like a half hour, and then we back in the film
Wow.
in the afternoon, and then we practice again like before it got hot out because summertime.
Yeah, it's hot.
It ain't no joke. And then after that we'd have dinner, and then we'd be chilling the rest of the night,
Wow.
and then back up at like 6:30 or something like that.
Jeez. And that was like for how long? Like
Like
five days or
not 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah,
The same routine.
yeah,
Wow. And then I'm sure during like your season, I'm sure was it kind of like the same thing almost, kind of like from camp to season, or did like the season practices kind of like
nah,
slow down?
it like the load lightened up a little bit, so like you kind of get like your body gets used to the intensity of practice and stuff like that.
So like kind of talking about that, experience between high school and college. Was there anything that kind of like shocked you, like when you first got there? Were you kind of like, wow, like this is like different, or like the talent level, or
Yeah, talent level because the year before it was COVID when we were in high school,
yeah,
so we pretty much brought back about like a quarter of the team, and then like they brought in about like 25 guys from our class,
wow,
and they're all still there today. So
really?
yeah, most of them either transferred out or they're still there. I got a couple friends up there.
Wow. So then, like, when you first got there, you were going against like 23-year-old dudes, pretty much.
Yeah, we had one guy in our position group was like 24, 25
Wow.
almost.
No way.
Yeah.
And then you were only like 18, 19 years old, like going
Nah,
against.
funny story. I was 17 when I went to college.
Oh yes, yes, right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
So
yeah.
it's like you were 17 going against like 24-year-old guys.
Yeah, pretty much like 20, 22.
Wow.
They were all like sophomores, redshirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That and then like I'm assuming redshirt like as in like they didn't really play freshman year or they kind of got hurt.
Yeah, that's what redshirt is. And then I ended up redshirting my freshman year because we had so many guys returning.
Wow. Dude, that's insane. And yeah, that's kind of how that whole like transfer portal kind of started and all of
Yeah,
that with all just the players and all like the COVID years and stuff. And you definitely see the impact that it's had at the college level, at all levels pretty much.
yeah.
So looking back on your time, what's the wildest or most unexpected thing that happened during your time at Gannon, either on or off the field? And were there any like unforgettable moments that you had that you'll never forget?
I said the wildest time was probably like my first weekend there. Like I just got to go out, experience the college life,
Yeah,
and I realized it's not for everybody. Like, cause student athletes, you gotta like we don't really get that much time off except for the weekend. So
yeah,
some guys will go all out, and then some guys will just be chilling in the dorms, just
yeah.
socializing and like that.
Wow. So like on the field, did you see any like crazy like plays or crazy like moments that like you had that you're like wow like I'll never like forget that like that was truly special.
Oh yeah, I'd say like I think it was like the first week of camp. Our defensive coordinator, he's he's intense. Like he's kind of like a hard knocks like NFL coach. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like if we'd mess up, everybody would be doing up downs the entire defense. Like he would just
Jeez.
he'd stop practice and everybody would do up downs.
Really?
Or like sometimes guys wouldn't have like their grades up to par and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So after practice, we'd be running sprints down and back at the end of practice. Like it was
Wow.
no joke.
Yeah. Yeah. So that like showed like wow like
Yeah,
these coaches really take it serious. Like, they really care a lot and like all of that stuff.
yeah. It's like you pretty much got to like dedicate yourself to being a student athlete. Like
Yeah.
it turned to a job almost for me.
Yeah. It almost kind of felt like a full-time job for you.
Yeah.
Wow. And then on top of that you had school and stuff.
Yeah. School. and then just like social life as well.
Right. Yeah. So is I'm sure it was hard trying to balance like all of that out and trying to figure out everything.
Of course.
Like especially being like a young age, like 17 and 18 years old, trying to do all that. It's tough.
Yeah, I had to grow up quick.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. So obviously you went to Gannon, then you transferred to Hocking College, which is like a JUCO, right?
Yeah.
So what led you to transfer to Hocking, and how did that shape your football journey?
Going to Hocking, it kind of tested my character a little bit. Like, kind of had to realize like if I really want this, I got to go out here and make it happen for myself.
Yeah. So like with like your time at Gannon, we kind of like, hey, like maybe like going to a JUCO is gonna be better for me and kind of like set me up for a better football career. Or...
Yeah. So when I went there, I kind of had already like been used to being like in college away from home.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that big of a difference. It was just like getting used to like being with a new cast of teammates pretty
Yeah.
much, and then the coaching staff as well.
Yeah, and then plus too, like I mean, I'm sure it was hard because I'm sure you had a group of friends at Gannon, and then you had a whole new set of friends down at Hocking.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much been like that my whole life. I make friends easily. I'm a cool dude, laid back.
Yeah, yeah, super. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty much friends with still like the same people that we grew up with a long time ago. So that just shows it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure that whole experience was different going from PA to all the way down to near like West Virginia and stuff.
Yeah, Athens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that area is like it's pretty much like farmland out there.
Yeah.
We practice on like a grass field.
Really?
Yeah, all year.
So what is Hocking College? Is that in like the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, it's like 3 hours from here.
Really?
Yeah.
And like there's like no city life around. Like, it's just kind of like.
They got like a little town like right next to the school. But
All right.
aside of that, there's no downtown. You got to go like an hour out to Columbus if you want to see anything like familiar.
Wow. Yeah, and then plus too, I'm sure being like from like Cleveland, like it's all city, like where like we're all from.
Right.
So I'm sure just being like a whole new environment is just crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have any memorable stories from traveling with the team, whether it was at Gannon or Hocking? Any moments that stand out from being on the road with your teammates?
I'd say like in JUCO when we traveled to New Jersey,
Yeah.
we took like one small bus with like probably like 30 seats in there. So
All right.
it's like coaches and then like all the guys that are traveling, they're on there together. So like we made memories like gas station stops and all that,
Yeah.
and then just like little stuff like jokes and all that.
Yeah. So kind of like just like having like those like memories with like your like teammates and stuff.
Yeah, and then just like going through the struggle. Pretty much it makes y'all like brothers almost kind of.
Yeah, just kind of like you're all going through like the same stuff, and
Yeah.
you're just like, hey, like we're in this like together and all that.
Right.
So it's like I'm sure it truly just creates that friendship for sure.
Yeah.
But so overall, how has your football journey, everything from high school to Gannon to Hocking, how has that shaped who you are today, both as a player and a person?
I'd say like I'm willing to take risk because the opportunities aren't always there unless you go out and take advantage of them. So
Yeah.
like I took a risk going out to Pennsylvania, and I mean it worked out, but like some things didn't go my way,
Yeah.
and I just had to like readjust my plan, and I'm still going today. So
Yeah. Doing it, bro. You're. I mean, hey, listen. I mean, you went, you experienced it, and not many people can say that they played at the college level.
right, it's only like a small percentage go to college after high school. So
I think it's like 3% of athletes, or maybe even less, honestly.
yeah, it might be less than like 1%.
Yeah. So hey, I mean, you did it, you tried it, and plus going to a D2 school is tough.
Yeah, it's like right. It's pretty much like right above. I mean, it's right below Division One.
Yeah.
And
But
then like it's a drop off right after D2. If I'm being honest.
yeah, but I mean, hey, I mean, I'm sure they work you like a D1 program.
Yeah, I definitely had like physical changes, mental changes as well. Just my mindset changed because no, I'm out there on my own. Like you gotta do what you signed up for. Feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, for real. So this segment of the episode is quote of the episode, and Cam, one of Cam's favorite athletes, just like people of all time, it's got to be Shannon Sharp. I know Cam loves Shannon Sharp. Back when he was on Undisputed with Skip Bayless and all of that, I you would always quote them and always watch that show and talk about the highlights from it. So the quote of the episode is where I'll mention a quote, and then you just kind of talk about how it relates to your life, and then you give me your own quote that you kind of live by every day. So Shannon Sharp said, "Don't hope someone gives you an opportunity. Create one for yourself." So what does that mean to you?
So yeah, that's pretty much like a motto in my family as well. Like going back to my dad, he'd always tell us I can't want it more than you want it. So me and my brother, we pretty much had to go out there and experience what we liked, didn't like, and then take bits and pieces of it and put it in our personal life. So
yeah, kind of made you work harder almost.
Yeah, like determination, all that.
Yeah, awesome. So what's one quote that you live by every single day?
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out my boy David Goggins. Stay hard. Fight the test of time.
Wait. What is it? Stay hard?
Yeah, just stay hard. Like just do things that are difficult. Get them out the way. It'll make you a better person. It'll improve everything in your life.
Wow. So just kind of almost hey, listen, even if it's bad, just go through it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's only gonna be bad for a little bit of time. Just do it, man.
Yeah, do it. Hey, but Cam is also a part of the CSS 3-on-3 basketball league. Talk about the CSS and your kind of experience with it.
Honestly, feels like a playground league. Domination on and off the court. Time with my brothers, you feel me? Shout out to Marcelo. He definitely makes the league I wouldn't say professionalism, but it's taking serious, no jokes when we're on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's having a good time. We're out there making memories. So.
Yeah, it's a great time. Cam's also led the league in rebounds and stuff too. So.
Yeah.
But hey, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out my boy Cam. Thank you for coming on the podcast. So, kind of to a recap, Cam, star at Mayfield High School, went to Gannon, transferred at Hocking College, and I'm glad Cam could join this episode. And hey, comment, subscribe, and also too, just created a new Instagram, FTLC podcast on Instagram. Go give that a follow, and I'll post new episodes. Who's joining the show, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So my boy Cam, yeah. We'll see you later.
Hey, can I give a shout out real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, shout out Nick Sackcar.